just seen over the weekend Conor Benn register a KO win, an impressive KO win over Chris Algieri. What did you make of it?
Yeah, he did well. He did what he had to do. Went out and stopped him, and he got that fight out of the way. And if I remember rightly, Matchroom or Hearn said that he wanted one more fight, Conor, and he needed to take on our man, David. So let's get it on.
Do you expect that to happen? I bet the phone's ringing off the hook, right?
Oh, they rang me immediately after the fight. That I won't be waiting for. I won't be holding my breath for it. That's for sure. No, they won't. They won't want that. They said they wanted it. They said he'd have one more fight, but they won't want that. It'd be a great fight, by the way. The two of them, both punchers. Be an exciting fight. And from my perspective, I have no problem with that fight going ahead. And I think what may be a way to do it, if they're up for it, is just get two envelopes, one from Matchroom, one from us. We'll put our bids in. Whoever wins it, it goes on Matchroom or it goes on Queensberry, if they're up for it.
If they're up for it. I was watching an interview with Neil Marsh, and he said, obviously, that envelope idea is great. He said you would be happy to let David Avanesyan go over there if that's what it took for the Conor Benn fight to happen.
I've just said, I've got no problem with a fight. I have no problem with a fight. I won't be. I'm not in a pissing contest. I think these things through, and it's only if I fancy my man can win the fight. I do think he can. What
is the situation with David Avanesyan? Because away from that, obviously, there's talk of that fight. People do want to see Conor Benn tested against a real, he's a heavy-handed Russian who'll come to win.
Yeah.
But away from that, what's the situation? Because I understand he was actually ordered to fight Vergil Ortiz.
That's correct. And Ortiz was apparently going to fight in January or sometime. I don't know if that's still going ahead. And, we have no problem with that fight. Let's see what happens. I don't think Ortiz will take it, but we'll see. And if he doesn't, then it moves him into a position where he'll fight for the title soon.
So there's a scenario there where if Ortiz doesn't take it for whatever reason, wants to go another route, there's a scenario where David Avanesyan could end up being well in line for a shot at Errol Spence.
Yeah, it's a tough fight, but a bloody good fight. Tough fight, but a good fight.
How do you rate his chances in that? Errol Spence hasn't been the most active. There's still a few sort of question marks as to how he's recovered.
Well, that's true. All you say is true. I certainly would not underestimate him. He's a very good fighter. But then again, David is very strong and very powerful, and he's mature. So it's not like a young kid going in there. He knows what he's got to do. And if he gets the opportunity, he's the type of fighter who will take that opportunity literally with both hands. So I think it's a good fight.
So with regard to the Vergil Ortiz situation, what happens next then? It's all gone a bit quiet since that initial statement from the WBC.
Well, let's see what happens after that. Next year we'll be pushing really hard to get David that fight, or if not that fight, then we need to move to the next level.